Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go through my bin of beauty empties, all the trash I've been collecting for the past probably 6 months or so. I'm really excited to actually dispose of it, get it out, and also share kind of many speed reviews of every item with you. And probably the most important thing, whether or not I will be repurchasing it, which says a lot about a product. If I use it up all the way and I want to repurchase, the sign of a product that I would definitely recommend to you guys. So let's get started. This is in completely random order. I'm just picking from what's at the top of the bin. So the first product is the Vanna Cream Moisturizing Cream. This is a really thick moisturizer, but it's actually not greasy at all. And it's a great kind of basic moisturizer. I started using this when I started Tretinoin, the topical cream that makes your skin peel like crazy. And then I've continued to use this after stopping Tretinoin, and now I'm on Accutane, and this is what I use every night. It seems to do better than Aquaphor for me. I think I'm allergic to something in Aquaphor. I think it's the lanolin. So actually I prefer this over Aquaphor, and it's not as sticky, not as greasy, and yeah, it's for sensitive skin. And I think this is the third bottle I've gone through, or I guess I should say this is the third bottle that I've purchased. This is the second one that I've used up, and I'm on a new tub of this. So love this and would definitely recommend. It is a great basic moisturizer, and the value is just, you can't beat it. This is something I've repurchased many times over. I don't love the feeling of body lotion, especially right before bed. So this is a wet skin moisturizer. You basically, after you're done showering, you leave your body damp, and then you put this lotion on, and then you pat dry with a towel, and it's like pat and go, and it's super easy, non-greasy. It's the Jergens Weightless Wet Skin Moisturizer. My favorite scent is the argan oil and hyaluronic acid one. I think there's another one with cocoa butter or something. I've repurchased many of these, but I actually think I'm gonna venture into body oils next because I'm on Accutane and this really isn't cutting it anymore. I need something a bit more moisturizing, a bit more deeply moisturizing. So I think this is a great option if you have oily skin or if you live in a humid climate. This time of year is getting even drier. So I definitely want to look into some body oils after this. So I won't repurchase this now. I might later in my life, but I do love the concept of this. And Cruel also makes a version of this that I would toggle between. That's the one I have in my shower now. But they have a wet skin moisturizer that I'm using right now, and I like that one as well. This is the Kristen S Deep Clean Clarifying Shampoo. I got this at Target, and while I absolutely love the smell, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It kind of has an apple scent to it. I love the smell on this, but it's actually really drying on my hair. Even when I had oily skin, this was way too drying, and it felt like it stripped my skin, which I know is kind of the purpose of clarifying shampoo, but it was almost too much. So I wouldn't repurchase, and I also think the bottle is kind of cheap for the price I paid for it. It's better than Suave or something like that. It still wasn't high end price, but I think it was 10 or 15 bucks. And the packaging just seems very cheap. So I wouldn't repurchase, but I love the smell. This is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Kids Detangling Spray. I've probably used up 10 of these. I actually really love this product for my curly hair. I use it when I need to refresh. So after wash day, this is a great refresher that has conditioning qualities to it, but it also is a detangler because my hair gets tangly, when I sleep on it and with wind and stuff. So this is a great 2-in-1. Love the smell on this one too. And I would definitely repurchase. I'm not going to right now because I have other products to use up and go through, but I would repurchase. I have repurchased many times, and I have very fine hair. And it's interesting because I don't feel like a lot of people who have fine hair also have curly hair. So my hair, especially being long now, it can get weighed down very easily. So this is a moisturizing product, but it's not heavy enough to where it weighs my hair down at all. I love this. I would recommend, and I will repurchase eventually, just not right now. I have 2 sunscreens that I used up. This is the Madagascar Centella Water Fit sunscreen, and then the Higi or Hygie I don't know how to say that. Their vegan sun cream. I liked this one way more. This is my favorite facial sunscreen on the market. It has a pump, which I love. It's moisturizing, but not too sticky and gross feeling. And it's incredible. I love this. I'm using the Round Lab one right now, their moisturizing sunscreen. I'll pop up a picture of it here, but I definitely preferred this one even over that one. This one I'm not going to repurchase right now because I'm on that Round Lab one and I actually have one more to use up. I bought like a 2-pack of the Round Lab, so I won't repurchase any facial sunscreens right now, but when I'm out of them, I'm going to buy this one again. This one I didn't like at all. Actually, it had a pretty strong sunscreen smell and it pilled super badly under makeup, which is a deal breaker for me. So I ended up finishing this on my body. So it works fine. It just has that really strong smell and it's very like creamy and moisturizing, but I just think there's better facial sunscreens, especially ones that are made in Korea. I used up 2 Amika products. This came from one of my girlfriends. She got it for me for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember, but I really liked this. The Amika products, the scent of them is like out of this world. If you know, like if you've tried an Amika product, you know what I'm talking about. It smells so good. I did like this mask. I don't think I would go out and like buy it for myself. It's nice to get something like this gifted, but I don't really like spending this kind of money on products that I use up a lot. It was a nice little luxurious thing to have that I got gifted and I enjoyed it while I used it, but I wouldn't repurchase it. This, however, I actually might consider repurchasing. It's the Mika Dream Routine Overnight Hydration Treatment. I use this as a leave-in conditioner. First of all, smell is so good. It's also really lightweight. Like I said, a lot of products weigh my hair down and this did not. I used it like a leave-in conditioner and not like an overnight mask thing. But I used this bottle up and then I used like a mini one as well, which I think might have been in one of my last videos or I don't know where it is, but I love this product and I actually might repurchase this. Not right now. Like I said, I have others to go through, but this is really high quality. I have a couple of facial serums. First of all, the Ordinary Niacinamide plus Zinc serum is something I've repurchased many times over, probably 10 or 15 times. This is an incredible product, niacinamide specifically. If you have oily skin, it's so good at balancing the skin and balancing from like dryness on one area to oiliness on one. So I guess if you have combination skin, this is a great option. It balances but also controls oil and it works really well under makeup. I love this product and I've repurchased the Ordinary one over and over because it's such a good price. I am not using it right now because I'm on Accutane and I'm just keeping things very simple, but I would repurchase this at a later time when I'm not under these like unusual circumstances. So love this, would highly recommend to pretty much any skin type, but especially combination skin. And then the Madagascar Centella Ampule. My girlfriend recommended this to me and I loved this as well. I was using this, I actually finished probably like this much of it while I've been on Accutane, so it works really well for controlling and like reducing redness, and also it gives some like moisture and plumpness to the skin. I haven't repurchased it just yet, but I am missing it, and like I said, I'm trying to keep things basic right now, so I might consider buying this again soon, maybe when it's on sale for Black Friday or something. But that sunscreen was the same brand and almost everything they make is incredible and such high quality for such a low price, and you can get it on Amazon like it's a no-brainer. So definitely love this one and I would repurchase. I used up the Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion, the oil-free one. I don't really love this. I think it's okay. It doesn't really have enough moisture for me and didn't really have enough moisture for me before Accutane either. I also think the price you pay for like the small amount isn't worth it. It's nice, I guess, if you like want to travel and you have a pump, but it's fine, nothing outstanding. It's just like a basic moisturizer. I do feel like I like CeraVe more than Cetaphil. This was just kind of like meh to me and it didn't really stand out, so I wouldn't repurchase this. Another face cream, this is the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide Cream. I got this in a Sephora kit, like sampler thing, or maybe one from Ulta. I just think it's fine. Like, it's not worth the price at all that you would pay for this full size. I was also using this, like, just reusing the tub of this for a while as well, like putting my um, oil cleansers in here or like other facial creams. But I have a different one that's like even smaller that I take traveling now. But the actual Drunk Elephant product, I do not think is worth the price. And I think they're just ripping you off because of the brand name, you know? But I don't think it's anything crazy, so I wouldn't repurchase this. This is probably my favorite cleansing balm. So if you've never used a cleansing balm before, it's like a thick balm, and then you just take like a little dollop of it and you rub it on your face when it's dry to remove makeup, and then you rinse it off with water, and it's really great for travel and a great option instead of like makeup wipes. So this is definitely my favorite cleansing balm on the market. It's the Bantia & Co. It's their Clean at Zero cleansing balm. This is a smaller size. The full size one I think is like pretty hefty. But I would definitely repurchase this. I don't need it right now. I have one open that I got at TJ Maxx. It's the pharmacy one, which I'm enjoying, but I still like this one more. So I would repurchase this if I was wanting another cleansing balm, but we'll get to it later. I actually prefer cleansing oils over cleansing balms just because of the texture and the pump quality that the oils have instead of like this tub thing. So this is one I would recommend if someone were like looking for cleansing balm specifically, but I do prefer oils, so I probably won't repurchase this for a while. I'll just go ahead and review this one now. It's the Cruel Makeup Cleansing Oil. I definitely like this product. This is a Japanese brand and a lot of their stuff is really good. But I think there's one from Amazon. I can't remember the name of it. I'll pop it up here and link it down below that I've repurchased many times over. This is the first time I've tried this. And the other one I'm talking about is just a better value. I think I tried this because I had like an Amazon gift card. I had seen this brand and had been wanting to try their other skincare outside of that shower lotion that I was talking about. So this is decent. It does the job, but I like this other one more and I would recommend that one over this one. Another cleansing balm. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing balm. This is another mini sample. I really like this one too. I think this is my number 2. The pharmacy one I'm using now is my 3rd, and then my top one is the Bantia & Co. So this is a good option, but for the price, you can get the Zero Clean one for a better price. So I don't really think you need to spend Clinique money on something like this because you're going to go through it so frequently. But I enjoyed trying this, and there's like no fragrance, which I always like in skincare. So it's a good option, and if you're in the market and know that you like Clinique, then I would say go for it. Okay, everything else that we have is makeup, which is so very exciting. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 makeup products that I used up. Pretty proud of that. Oh my gosh, 10. There's one hiding in there. Mario Badescu Mint Lip Balm. I got this at TJ Maxx and I love this. I would definitely buy this again. I'm not going to buy it now because I'm on Accutane, so my lips are really dry. A minty finish like this is just going to irritate them even more. So I'm not going to buy this now, but I would definitely repurchase this once I'm out of my Accutane phase. And I think it's such a slippy, like oily, high quality feeling and smelling product for a really good price. So I would definitely recommend this. And this would be a great option for any Christmas gifts or like holiday gifts because they have these at TJ Maxx all the time. They're in like little sampler sets at Sephora, so this is a great gift option. I actually depotted the actual Stila convertible color. I don't like that product. I kept the component, and then I combined some liquid highlighter and some blush that I didn't like the staying power of into a little Franken blush, and so that's what I am showing you the empty on here is that Franken blush that I used up. It's not like you can go out and buy a Franken blush that I just kind of threw together, so... I will say I really enjoyed it. It was the Revolution Bright Lights liquid highlighter, and then I mixed that with the Milk Makeup cream blush in the shade Work, and I liked that a lot because that blush didn't have good staying power, but the highlighter had really great staying power. Because I mixed it with that blush, I used up the whole highlighter, and it was a great way to finish it. So that's a great empty, and I would definitely consider doing a Franken blush again. It was quite fun. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I had it in the shade Light, and I really loved this product. I would consider repurchasing eventually, but I have enough bronzer cream products right now that I don't need to go out and get this. And I think that this actually doesn't have much value in it at all. I didn't use this that much and I still used the whole thing up. So I don't think it's a great price. It is a very unique product. So if you're really curious about trying it, I mean, like I was, that's why I bought it. It could be worth it, but just don't expect the product to last a long time, especially if you're using it every day. So eventually I would repurchase this, but not right now. Also, I wanted to mention that's a very creamy, emollient, like skincare kind of feeling product. So if you have oily skin, it might not work well for you. I used it, most of it up when I had oily skin. I just had to set it and be aware that it's not something that's going to last like all day long. But I think if you have dry skin, you would actually really like that. It's really pretty on the skin. I used up a Tarte blush in the shade Partay. This is what I use on most of my clients. This is almost always in my makeup kit. This one specifically I used up in my makeup kit. It actually didn't get fully used up. There were some rings that ended up like crumbling, so I just considered it done, like threw the little rings out. I definitely love this product. It's something I put on every client as like a base, and then if I want to add glow or a different tone on top of it, I will, but I know that this formula stays really well, so this is what I start off with, and I love it. Would repurchase, and I already have. I am really bummed you can't get this anymore. It's the Tarte by the Sea Hydroflex Skin Tint. I got this in a mini set with this, and then it had a mini concealer, which I also still have in my collection. I do enjoy that, but this was such a beautiful skin tint. I took it traveling a lot, and it was pretty easy to use up because it's a mini, but I love mini products because I have so much makeup. It's easier to go through them. You might actually be able to get this on Tarte's website. I just know that they don't sell it on Sephora anymore or Ulta. So I'll try and link it down below. I used this up when I had oily skin and it was great. I just had to set it and be mindful of like the primers I use to create some longevity. If you have dry skin, I think you would absolutely love this as well. It's so beautiful, and I'm just now noticing it's made in Korea, which is probably why I like it so much. So this is a great product by Tarte, and I think if they relaunch this now, it would blow up because it's a skin tint. Well, I guess it's a serum foundation, but it's basically like a skin tint, and those are really popular right now. So Tarte, if you're watching, you should relaunch this. I would recommend, and I would repurchase if I could. Maybe not right now because I'm trying to like use up my products before buying new ones. This is another product that I have in my makeup kit. It's the Ulta Beauty Wanna Be Free Makeup Setting Mist. This is something I would consider a balancing setting spray. I use this on my clients who have more oily skin or combination skin. This isn't what the bottle looks like anymore. They've rebranded and it's like bright orange now, and it's still the exact same formula. So highly, highly recommend. This is an incredible product, and it's good enough to get into my makeup kit, if that tells you anything. It just melts the makeup in and controls oils, and it's like 12 bucks. Can't beat it. This was a little mini sample I got for my birthday, I believe. It's the NARS Afterglow Sensational Shine Lipstick, and the shade is Dolce Vita. I actually quite liked this. I know some people would probably like dig the product out in there, but I'm not going to do that. I kept this in my purse, and it's really beautiful. It's honestly not as pigmented as I like, so I wouldn't repurchase it because of that. I love the color, but I wish it just had an teensy bit more pigment. It's a really beautiful hydrating lipstick, almost to where like I wouldn't really call it a lipstick. I would consider this more like a lip balm. So if you're into that kind of formula and you like NARS, it's, beautiful. The packaging's great, and you're definitely paying for like the name brand and the packaging when you buy more expensive makeup or higher end makeup. So if that seems like something you would enjoy or you just want to treat yourself, I would definitely say this is a good option, but I won't be repurchasing it right now. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Gel, and I had it in the shade Taupe. I have used up probably like 5 or 6 of these. I really like this product. It's definitely a bit of a more natural brow gel, but it has fibers in it, so it's really good at adding thickness to your brows. If you struggle with sparse hairs on your eyebrows, this will add some fullness and thickness and mimic the look of more hairs. So it's a great product. It doesn't have any hold to it. It just adds that fullness and some color. So if that's something that you're in the market for, I would recommend this. but I won't be repurchasing it right now. I'm using up one of my other brow gels before I go out and buy a new one. Like, I want to try a new one, test a new one before I buy something that I've used before, but it's a good option and it's pretty cheap. This was a Revolution Wrap Lash tubing mascara sample. This is the shade Black, and I liked this product. I hardly got any use out of this size though. Normally mini mascaras last me like a pretty decent amount of time, but I'm actually thinking that this was like legit a sample size and not a travel size. And I spent like $9 on it, which is so frustrating, but I repurchased the big one and I got it in the brown shade. So I love this formula, and it's a good option if you're looking for a new tubing mascara, but don't get this small one. I love the formula. It's not very like fluttery, but it's a bit more dramatic and high impact, and a pretty fast formula to apply if you're in a rush in the morning. It's a really great new option at the drugstore. And it's honestly one of my favorite tubing mascaras out there right now. So I like this, and I would repurchase in the full size. Lastly is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I loved this thing. I got this pump off of Amazon because it had a little dropper bottle and I didn't like that, but this product is so beautiful. It worked on my oily skin. It now works on my dry skin, and I want to buy this again really badly. But it's kind of equivalent in the Maybelline line is the Superstay one here. This shade is too light for me right now, so I've been mixing it with things, and I'm trying to use this one up before I go out and buy another one. So if you have oily skin, I would get this one. If you have dry skin, I would buy this one. Both of these products would work on all skin types, but I think this one is more suited for dry skin and this one is more suited for oily skin. The staying power is better on this one and it has a bit higher coverage, but this one also has really good staying power and like a decent coverage. So honestly, whatever you want to do. I think the L'Oreal one is probably a bit more expensive, but if I'm going to repurchase either of these with my dry skin now, I would go for this one. I would repurchase, but I'm waiting right now because I want to use up the Maybelline one first, like a good little makeup consumer. Oh my gosh, I just did so much talking. I feel like I need to chug water and catch my breath. That was a lot of empty products. I'm really proud of how many things I've used up. I've really been trying to use things up all the way and not like have so many backstocks of things of like one product category. So right now I'm, like I said in a lot of the reviews, I won't be repurchasing a lot of this because I'm trying to use up what I already have in my home, what I've already paid for. I hope you enjoyed this makeup empties video and all these mini reviews. As you can tell, I love beauty and I love makeup and I love sharing that with you guys. So I hope you'll come back for another video. I post one every weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!